Hi guys, so I've made a bit more progress on the plague claws I was working on, so I thought we'd take a look today. Right then, here we are. So this is a plague claw that everyone's familiar with. This is basically how it looks out of the box, except for a few strange angles and things that I've done. And these barrels I've added on the inside there. I need to do a little bit more work too. This thing comes apart like nobody's business. I really need to finish it and glue it. One thing I have done to all of my larger stuff is I've magnetized the bottom of the wheels, as you can see there. They're not painted yet, and the bottom of the bases as well. So I can store them, because the idea is that this, when it's on its side, is actually a fairly small model. Now you add this to the side of it, and I mean that is a lot bigger, as you can see. So storing this in a KR case is a lot smaller than this. So these I can just shove down the side of the case. So that's that fella. Now I wanted to add a bit of variation and do a bit of converting and whatnot on the other ones, and this is what we have. So this one again is glued to its base, but as you can see, that bit's going to fall off. The reason these bits aren't glued on and not painted, in fact, is because they're going to be painted separately. These bits I left off by accident when I primed it, so I'm going to have to do a little bit more priming by brush, I think. So this is how this one looks. Now, we got the single plague monk here, that's off the Screaming Bell / Plague Furnace kit. I do a little bit of work to him on this part of him here, because he's actually joined to the other two guys at this point here, so I had to sort of carve him off, and it came out fairly well. I'm pretty happy with how that came out. Actually, looking at it now, I'm probably going to need to do a bit of work to the string there as well, the rope, if you will. But he fits perfectly on his little platform that I've given him here, pulling down that catapult. I've used these bits here off the plague furnace as well to give him the little platform, a safe little platform he sits on. All this is all fresh since the last time. I'm not overly happy. So this bit here I made myself, the swing arm. I'm not overly happy with the wood grain effect that I've managed to get on this. It's not as tight as the rest of the model, as you can see. I'm just hoping that when it paints up, it's not overly obvious. However, I am really happy with these spikes, these square spikes, all the little spikes and the bolts and whatnot, and the metal panels as well, and those sorts of sections that you can see here. I am really chuffed with how that came out, so that's a big win. I bought one of these extra bits off eBay because I needed it, and this is how it looks. Oh, and of course I've now fitted the chains and the barrels as well, so they basically slide up and down this, or rather would slide up and down this section here, and those are the counterweights anyway for the catapult to work. I had to glue the barrels here. The lighting is really not picking up this black very well at all. I had to glue the barrels to the frame there, actually to the point where this is broken off, as you can see there, and they are still glued fast to the side of the frame. So I need to re-glue that and probably put some glue up in the top there. And that's how it looks. That's what I've gone for. Again, this one's got magnets in the bottom there, so I can magnetize it to the base. I'm really happy with how this one's come out. I'm not sure if I'm going to be putting these fellas on the top. I might do, but of course these will be painted separately as well. Yeah, so that's where I am. Really quite happy with it. And oh, there we go. Magnetizes to its base. Right, that's all I wanted to cover in this one, I'm afraid, guys. Nice short one. It's been a really crazy week for me. I won't go into any details, but it is to do with my wife and the pregnancy. It's been a little bit mental, but it's all okay, which is wicked. But it's left me very tired, and yeah, just want to get to bed. So I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you very much for watching. Keep up with me in between videos over here, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Stay well, guys.